before the game on Saturday. Cold night here at Utilita. Very cold night. Shannon's waiting for his feet to warm up. Looking forward to the game on Saturday against Dean's Crusaders. Just sort of wondered whether the last game was against Rands. Your thoughts on the game at Rands?
Yeah, I was really disappointed with us. I don't think we gave a good account of ourselves. I think obviously their director Rugby said it's the best game in National 1 he's seen this season. Okay, so and when I rewatched it, look, it was really competitive. It was a tough game, and there's a lot of good parts. But I just feel, we gave 18 penalties. You're not going to win. Not going to win a game of rugby. Yeah. And the most annoying thing on that was we kind of earmarked the referee Jamie Parr. The two things he's really hot on is not rolling away the tackle and the tackle height. And we gave 8 penalties, and that just gave them loads of opportunities to launch into our 22. A couple of soft tries in areas that usually were pretty strong, and that hurt us for 14 points. A couple of 50-50 decisions that, if they go our way, we may have got early points on the board. Like Tom Everard got a try held up where he clearly scored, and they have come back and said, that should have been awarded. It's just positioning, so that could have given us like a 7-0 lead, and the game was very tight. But I just felt we never looked like we were going to win the game. Even though we kind of got to 19-14 with about 13 to go, and I was like, if we have a good 10 minutes, actually we might sneak this. But really, I thought our line-up defence was good, our attacking line-up was good, the scrum held up pretty well against a very strong Rams team. But I just felt our collisions, our tackle height and our tackle completion was poor. Our kick game was really not good enough in our chase, and it gave Rams too many easy opportunities and outs. And against a team that's top of the league and unbeaten away from home, you've got to be on your game, and I felt we were nowhere near it. I think that was the biggest disappointment, was that after I said to the boys on the Tuesday, was that the positive I could take from it, we're playing nowhere near our capability and being within a score with 10 minutes to go shows what we've got, but that's also why I get frustrated and annoyed, is because we are close to being very good, but we're not being often enough, playing for long enough periods often enough and doing the stuff we're doing in training. So that was the big thing. But look, if we had 6 penalties against us like they did, they had 18. Then we'd probably win the game. So take the referee out of it. As in, get rid of those penalties, those cheap penalties, those silly penalties, and you have an opportunity to win the game. So that's was disappointing.
So looking forward, we've got Dings coming in here on Saturday, day after tomorrow. Obviously a big game because Dings are having a pretty good season as well, their first season up. How are you preparing for the Dings game? Is it any different to how you prepare for other games?
A little bit. I mean, it's going to be interesting because the forecast at the moment for the weather is 40-mile-an-hour winds and heavy rain.
Yes.
So preparing for that and then preparing for Dings is two different things, because Dings play a real good brand of rugby. They've got very good links with Bristol, Bristol Bears, who obviously play a really good brand of rugby in the Premiership. They're very similar in their structures and styles. They want to move the ball. They've got
so does Pac-Man control that?
No. They're their own entity, but they've got a lot of Bristol players, loan players and dual reg players. So it looks like there's a lot of links with the two clubs, which is beneficial obviously for both clubs. So they play a brand of rugby that's very exciting. They move the ball. They've got lots of pace, lots of power. So we're trying to prep for that, but also prepping for potentially a 40-mile-an-hour wind and heavy rain, because it's very hard to play that style of rugby. Because we like to play a brand of rugby that's exciting and moving the ball, but in those conditions, you're not going to be able to. So we're kind of be focusing on prepping on two ways. That it's going to be wet, windy and horrible, and we're going to play power game, kick game, power game, back our defence. But then we've also got the ability that if we turn up and the storm's gone past and it's dry and it's not a lot of wind, then we've still got our ability to move the ball around. So we're kind of prepping for both. So look, Dings will throw a lot of different kind of, we call them shapes. So plays off 9, plays off 10, to try and stress the defence. And they probably do so more than any other team in the league. So I think it really tests your defence. So I'm looking forward to that, because as I said, I think our defence was poor last week. So it's a real challenge for us to what we worked on during the week at training, and how we want to defend against Dings, that'll be a real test for us. So I'm looking forward to that. And then obviously we have our attacking game and what we want to impose on them.
Right, okay.
So yeah, looking forward to it. And as we know in National 1, there's no easy games.
No, quite. Yeah.
But it's again our chance to showcase what we're about as a squad, as a team, to the supporters, sponsors, on the main pitch.
Sure.
So yeah, looking forward to it. And then you've got a week off, so it's also like kind of
course,
throw everything into this. No game next week, and then you come into that Christmas build up. So
So just very quickly, any sort of players returning or
what we got
injured or?
So Augie is out with a finger issue.
Because Hennessy's at 15, isn't he?
So I think he's the only one really picked up the injury last week. Otherwise, we're pretty much similar squad and players to pick from. There's still the same kind of injury list that we've had, so there's no one returning. Leo Fielding's still away with work. So he's the only other one that would have come into contention if he was available. And then Ollie Burgess is going to start at 10 for Tom Fitch. Right. He's been going well for the club 15. There's a few things Fitchy needs to work on, and this is also Fitchy couldn't train tonight, so it was an opportunity for Ollie, who's been going well for the club 15. And there's a reason we have a club 15 is because we want guys to step up and come in, so it's his opportunity to play at 10 and see how he goes. So I'm looking forward to it.
Nice one. Thanks, Shannon.
Cool.
Appreciate your time and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.